Now let's come to the Rajya Sabha. Here's how many MPs opposition parties are left with after these mass suspensions. Congress suspended MPs, 18 have been suspended, 12 Rajya Sabha MPs from the Congress still remain. Trinamool Congress, 8 Rajya Sabha MPs have been suspended, 5 still remain. DMK, 5 Rajya Sabha MPs have been suspended, 5 still remain. CPM, 3 have been suspended in the Rajya Sabha, 2 MPs still remain. Samajwadi Party, 2 MPs suspended in the Rajya Sabha, 1 MP, a sole Rajya Sabha MP from the Samajwadi Party still remains. RJD, that is Lalu Prasad's party, 2 MPs have been suspended from the Rajya Sabha, 4 still remain. Of those 2 who have been suspended, Manoj Jha, who was in that mimicry video, is one of them. JDU of Nitish Kumar, 2 Rajya Sabha MPs suspended, but 3 still remain. CPI, 2, the only 2 Rajya Sabha members of parliament, both have been suspended. In the NCP, of the 4 Rajya Sabha MPs, 1 has been suspended. The KCM, 1 MP has been suspended. He is the only one. In the RJD of Lalu, 1 MP has been suspended in the Rajya Sabha and just 1 remains. So that is really a numerical picture of how many opposition MPs from each party, from each state representation has been suspended at this point of time. Next, let me show you the statewide list of MPs suspended in the Rajya Sabha. The earlier was the Lok Sabha. Now let's tell you about the upper house. West Bengal, suspended MPs 8. Number of Rajya Sabha MPs from West Bengal left is only 8. Kerala, 7 Rajya Sabha MPs have been suspended. There are only 2 left from Kerala in the upper house. This is across parties, remember that. In Tamil Nadu, 5 Rajya Sabha MPs have been suspended, leaving 13 in the upper house. In Rajasthan, there are only 5 MPs left after 4 were suspended in the Rajya Sabha. Meanwhile, in Maharashtra, 4 MPs have been suspended. There are 15 left in the Rajya Sabha. In the upper house in Karnataka, there are 8 MPs left in the upper house, with 4 suspended from the Rajya Sabha. In Bihar, 12 Rajya Sabha MPs still remain across parties. 4 from the opposition have meanwhile been suspended. In Gujarat, 8 have not been acted against yet. 3 MPs still remain. Of course, those are from the BJP. This is the Rajya Sabha we're talking about. Uttar Pradesh, there are 29 Rajya Sabha MPs who've not been touched. 2 MPs have been suspended from the opposition. In Chhattisgarh, in terms of representation in the upper house, 2 MPs suspended, leaving 3 in the house, in the upper house. Madhya Pradesh, 10 MPs still from Madhya Pradesh in the upper house. 1 MP has been suspended. Jharkhand, 1 suspended, 5 still remaining. Assam, Rajya Sabha, 1 MP suspended, 6 still remaining. So that is the numerical picture of what the suspension looks like. Let me bring in India Today's Poulomi Saha, who's had a ringside view of this suspension drama that has played out through this entire week, making it a dubious milestone as far as India's parliament history is concerned. 2 more MPs suspended today, Poulomi, in what is already a record-breaking action in India's parliamentary democracy. Setting aside the narrative war over mimicry versus the issue at hand, what is going to happen next? There are 2 days left of Parliament. You were telling us yesterday it doesn't look like there's going to be any breakthrough. Has that changed?
Well, unlikely it will change. In fact, the fact that it all hinged on, whether there would be a discussion finally on the 3 criminal law bills in terms of having the entire opposition strength in the House. So it could, in fact, have the right amount of discussion that, bills as historic as these 3 bills were, should have in Parliament. That's unlikely to change because in Lok Sabha, we saw the 3 criminal law amendment bills being passed. There was, in fact, the possibility that there was some kind of mulling over whether these suspensions could be revoked, but it seems like the speaker and the chairman dug their heels in as far as these suspensions are concerned, sending out a very strong message that crucial bills and legislative agenda unfortunately have to be passed at a time that the opposition was unrelenting in terms of its demonstrations and disruptions in parliament. So over the next 2 days, unfortunately, we're not going to see any sort of breakthrough. Very crucial bills still remain, including the CC bill, which was passed from the Rajya Sabha earlier before, of course, the parliament security breach episode happened. And then, of course, awaits passage through Lok Sabha. The telecommunications bill, again, a very crucial bill, has now been taken up for consideration and passage in the Lok Sabha as we speak. With a very belligerent opposition, which has decided to protest at Jantar Mantar on the last day of the winter session of Parliament, unlikely there's going to be any sort of breakthrough.
All right, Poulomi, thanks very much for that. Unlikely that there's going to be any breakthrough. This has become a huge rallying point for the opposition and the Indie Alliance, and is going to be one of the, make no mistake, one of the big things and the big planks on which the opposition will be fighting the Modi government on the road to 2024. Now, I've shown you the numbers. I've shown you how representation from parties in each state has been affected by this mass suspension. Now,